Probably one of my most asked questions on social media is where I got all of my desk and my makeup storage from. So I thought I'd put together a little video to show you my makeup setup and how I store my makeup. So I'm going to start with the actual furniture first, and I'm going to go through everything here with you. So first up here, this unit just right here is the Alex 9 drawer unit. That is, all of this is from Ikea, by the way, except for the mirror, which I will go into. So the Alex 9 drawer unit is €100, and that is from Ikea itself. And then I have the two smaller Alex 5 drawer units, and they were €55 each. So to make up my desk, what I did was I used two of the small Alex 5 drawers each, and then I got a desktop. So these were 55 each, and then I think the desktop was about €29. The chair itself is also from Ikea. It was very, very cheap. I cannot remember the price of it, but it's kind of just my make-do chair for the moment. Then you move on to the mirror itself. So this mirror is actually from an English company called Illuminated Mirrors. It's illuminatedmirrors.co.uk is their website. The price, I don't have an exact price because depending on exchange rate, it varies. When I got this, it was around €320. And then there was shipping on top of that. For the shipping, I had to ring them themselves and get it delivered. And it was a little bit of hassle, but it was worth it because this is actually so sturdy. And it's got dimmer lights that go brighter and cooler. They are warm tone lights. It's quite thick, as you can see there. It comes with a plug so that there's no actual electrical work to be done with it either, and it also comes with a stand so you can rest it on the table. They also do a slimmer one, which if I'm being honest, I probably wish I got the slimmer one. Just this is so big. But there is actually an Irish company now called Glam Dolls that do a similar mirror, and I think it's much easier to get, and it might be cheaper. I'll find the prices and I'll put them both up here so you can see the difference. So then let's move on over to my actual storage of my makeup. So up on my Alex drawers, I store some of my lip liners and pencils. These are from Muji. They weren't cheap, and if I'm honest, I don't think I'd recommend them. They're good and sturdy, but they kind of annoy me a little bit. I also have my kind of like bits of jewellery here from a little thing that I got in pennies. I think it was €3, and then obviously my sunglasses, some of my sunglasses and my actual spectacles here. I'm not going to show you too much of the inside of the drawers here because this is my makeup that I'm kind of in transition with. There's bits in here that I will use because it's overflow, but there's bits in here that really need to be gotten rid of. So let's take in this drawer, for example. These were just kind of plastic containers. They were €5 each, maybe a little bit more, from Home Store and More. And this is just lip liners and lipsticks. In the next drawer, for example, I have got some overflow powders, and these are a prize that need to go off. But the drawers kind of go like that, which come down to like my foundation drawer, which is just, these are just dump drawers, so I need to actually clean these out and get rid of a load of stuff. So basically these are just my overflow drawers, and I don't actually go into them that often. I used to have a Malm desk here, and all of my makeup was in here because the Malm couldn't hold anymore. But I went and I got these instead, and I have to say it is way more practical since I got these. But I'll go into the drawers there now in a minute. On my desktop, I've got some brushes here, and then I've some more over here in more Muji stuff. Actually picture frame shelves from Ikea, and I store most of my perfumes on there, not all of them, so they don't all fit there. And then I've just a few more up here, and a few other bits and pieces from blogging. And then above my mirror, I have a longer one, and up there I store some of my awards that I got and a few other bits and pieces. So this unit here is also from Ikea. I can't remember the price of it, but it's actually a corner unit, which is really what I needed because I'm quite short on space because I have big wardrobes behind me. I haven't cleaned the inside of this because guess what? Let's just see real life instead of perfect life. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you a little bit inside. So as I said, it is not perfect, but there's bits and pieces here that I use all the time and bits that I use only every so often. So the front up here is the bits I use quite often. So you have my dry shampoo, the Moroccan oil, which is actually incredible. Deodorant, that's just an Aldi one. This is another Aldi skincare product that I am using at the moment. There we go. It's the Lamara Hyaluronic Serum. I've got some body lotion. I've got some body lotions from Yonka, dry shampoo, more dry, or texturizing hairspray. This is a really gorgeous texturizing spray. It smells so lovely and it doesn't leave your hair feeling heavy or dirty. I've only used it twice, so it's still early days in this, but I'll get back on this one. So yeah, and then in here you've got more skincare, more hair stuff, more hair, and then down the bottom, because it's a double one, is my tans. So this is the first drawer, and in this drawer is my favorite blushes, highlighters. I have kind of my grey. This is my colourway, which I love. It's brilliant for covering greys. I have my Amy Connolly Sculpted palette, and then I have got like concealers, primers, and mascaras in here, along with some kind of other bits. The unit itself that's stored it in is actually my own creation. This is an all-in organizer. All-in meaning beautiful, but it also plays on all-in. These are customizable organizers, and as you see through, and as I go through the drawers, you'll be able to see how I have organized each one, because everything is removable, meaning you can lay it out as you want. So my second drawer is also got powders and blushes and things like this. This is another way of organizing the all-in organizer. It keeps everything really, really neat and tidy. My third drawer is one of the deeper drawers, and this is where I store the foundations that I am currently using and some of the taller bits that are harder to store. Now, I don't know if you can see how I have laid this out, but I have laid this out as I had the powders in the previous drawer, but I divided what would have been the third powder one into smaller sections to hold my single eyeshadows. What I like about this is everything stays up, and it's not like, right, it shakes around, but it stays in place, which for me is a big deal. It's why I created these organizers, because I was so sick of stuff just being everywhere. So then in my fourth deep drawer, I have organized palettes. This drawer to me is probably one of my favorite ones for the way I've organized it, because I can actually see what palettes I have. Now I have another drawer over the other side that I haven't put an organizer in, so you'll actually be able to see, like, I can see what I have here and you'll see the difference. Then obviously down the side I have some of my smaller palettes and like eye creams and brow powders. The bottom drawer then is a bit of a messy drawer, but as it says, I'm just going to do this as real life, and this is just where I keep my brushes and my hair dryers. This is a fantastic hair dryer. This is a Lanai Blow hair dryer, and these are actually really good brushes. These are the Faro brushes. So on to the other side, and I have the drawers laid out differently here again. This is my drawer for my most used eyeliners, brow pencils. I keep some of my contact lenses here, another few tall bits. But this is another way that you could lay it out. Now, if you wanted to, you could slip this out, and that's where you could store palettes this way, and keep them, like, you could get loads of palettes in there and across. Actually, I might try and store my palettes that way. But I've got brow pencils, liquid liners, pencil liners, and then you have primers, liquid lipsticks, and like pencil-y bits and pieces. So this second drawer is one that I haven't actually organized, and I want to show you. It doesn't have an organizer, so it shows you the difference of how the organizer would work and without an organizer. So this is palettes, and this is probably reminiscent of an awful lot of people's drawers. I can't actually see what I have. Things are just fired in. Oh, I forgot I had that one. This is the Shade and Light palette. I need to get another organizer for one of the deeper drawers and actually organize this out. And then for the third drawer, I have lipsticks, and this is another way of laying out the organizer, but if I'm honest, it's not my favorite way, and I think I might actually change it up. I have got my lipsticks laid out all here, and then I have got my, oops, probably should have organized it a bit better. I have my liquid lipsticks and lip glosses there. To me, I am hoping to bring out a drawer of lipstick stuff, but to me I would probably be better off changing this for the palettes, which is probably what I am going to do, and putting my lipsticks back in lipstick holders in the drawer, as heartbreaking as that will be to me. Then you have my last two drawers, which are not makeup but rather just my bits and pieces. So in here I've just got some of my camera and electronic bits, and then down the bottom I have just got tanning mitts and like my steam pot and things like that. So yeah, that is all of my bits and pieces. It's how I store my makeup. Nothing revolutionary, just kind of bits and pieces. If you have any questions, you can message me and I'll help you out, not a bother.